and an ordinary citizen of the country, that trust deficit is visible. Can we, and I do exhort each one of you, can we do something as managers, as communicators, as executives to bridge that trust deficit so that the corporate world is not only accepted but is also integrated as a vital element of our society? We often hear about the distinctions, and I feel that it is in your hands that in the years to come, in the decades to come, you will probably take care of bridging that gap. Another important concern that many of us have is what happens to the social sector, be it health, be it education, be it delivery of other rural services. This is something that is of concern because the changes in the economy and the structure of our governance system has necessarily meant a different kind of perception of what social sector is. And this is an area where many players have come in. And we often differentiate between the state sector, the market sector, and the civil society sector. Earlier, management professionals were always sought for the market sector. But today, you see that there is a growing sense of professionalism in the civil society sector as well, which requires professionals and bright people like you. One of the aspects of both corporate governance and general governance is the scope and potential it has for communication. I just saw that 10 of you, 15 of you have formally taken your diploma in communication. It is not necessary for me to repeat, but all of us understand that we live in a situation where accountability and transparency have become key dimensions. And both of this embed many aspects of communication, both within the organization and also among and within the stakeholders. Very often in today's world, and all of you I would call as the digital citizens of India, because I'm sure that from the day you were born up to this day, every act of yours is instantaneously communicated through your cameras and mobile phones, and distant relatives may already be watching you receive your diplomas. This means that communication opportunities have increased. But it has also posed challenges. The challenges are that many of the content come from user generated content. Earlier we had an institutional notion of communication, which means the filters of veracity, the filters of credibility was possible. In a user generated content, many a time, emotionalism and sometimes personal score setting becomes one of the hazards of social networking. Both as management students and also as students of communication, probably it might be important for you to recognize that your skills as communication, your skills in management will come in very handy, because the media today has very little time to generate, to produce stories on its own. And this places enormous importance on management professionals to develop content and to develop content in such a way that they are ready to use or ready to be used. This is where schools like SBS can perhaps and will perhaps lay a lot of importance on multi-skill and multitasking skills. You also have a very important role in addressing the requirements of the rural sector and the underprivileged. This is where, although it might be seen as endorsing or talking exclusively about a government initiative, all the advantages that people talked about the digital age have not come into full potential in India. That is why when India last year formally launched the Digital India initiative, it was in one way recognition of the limitations of the digital age, and in another way it was a recognition of the immense opportunities that the digital media, digital services can provide to the different aspects of people and also the country. And because it is going to be in a PPP mode, I'm sure that you and the graduates that are going to come out from this school are going to benefit a lot from the digital environment in which perhaps management and communication functions might have additional challenges. Media today is full of negative reports about ethics, lack of ethics, and this is one area where I personally, as having been associated with educationists, would like to impress upon all of you and also upon the school that business and corporate ethics should be an integral part of your training. Because when we differentiate between ownership and management, while you take care of the management, there's also an ownership dimension. And between the two, there should always be a bridge. And that bridge is what I would call as the ethical bridge and the ethical requirement. Despite media reports and cynicism, I personally feel that there is hope. And that hope is in each one of you, because you are going to be the change agents. You are destined to be the change agents of our country. And that is where schools have a lot of faith in the potential of graduates like you. Lastly, I would like to emphasize that corporate social responsibility is formally built into the mandatory requirement of our industry and services, and I'm sure that the training you have received will go a long way in realizing the fruits of real corporate social responsibility that is meaningful to the people. With this few words, I join the management, the faculty, your parents, your well-wishers, many friends who have, waited for this day when they can see you graduate and take on the responsibilities in your life. I offer you my very best wishes and also offer my prayers that God give you the health, prosperity to be basically a good human being with a management perspective. That is what will make our country a better nation to live in. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
May I now request the chair to announce the closing of the fifth convocation.
I declare the convocation closed. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I now request the audience to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय
I request the audience to remain standing till the last member of the faculty leaves the lawn. On behalf of the governing board, Chirpal Charitable Trust and the faculty colleagues, I request all the invited guests, parents and the students to join the members of the governing board and the students for the dinner. Thank you.